Okay, these are some more problems from section 9.2, and this is number 20. But number 20 is very similar to number 19. It's just the cosine instead of the sine. So we want to find the Taylor polynomials of order 0, 1, and 2, and 3. So what I did was I just took the derivatives, and we're going to do cosine. So derivative of the cosine is negative sine. Derivative of negative sine is negative cosine. And the derivative of negative cosine is positive sine. And these are all evaluated at pi over 4. So that's just going to be the square root of 2, negative square root of 2, negative square root of 2, and square root of 2. So it's basically the same as number 19, except for the SIGNs on these square roots of 2 over 2. So I just used number 19 and kind of piggybacked off of that and just changed the signs. So this p sub 0 was the square root of 2 over 2. P sub 1 was square root of 2 over 2 minus square root of 2, this, x minus pi over 4. And the next one was square root of 2, negative square root of 2, x minus pi over 4 minus the square root of 2 over 2. So it's the same thing as we had up here in 19. You can actually see some of 19 up there. The only difference is the SIGNs were different. So here we had positive, positive, negative, negative. Here we've got negative, positive, negative, negative, positive. So same thing. So it just becomes positive, negative, negative, positive. See, positive, negative, negative, positive. This up here was just positive, positive, negative, negative. See, that's all. So we just piggyback off the word. So it's very similar. So it should have been pretty straightforward. Everything's identical except for the signs. Okay? Or the order of the signs. So that should have been straightforward for you, or pretty easy. Just piggyback off that word, and that's okay. And then number 21. This is a little different, so we'll have to do all of our work for this one. Okay, so f of x is the square root of x, and we're going to go about x equals 4. So I rewrote this as x to the 1/2, so when I take my derivatives, although you could have used that one form, 1 over 2 times the square root of x. So the first derivative is that, just 1 over 2 times the square root of x. And if I want to evaluate that f prime at 4, that's 1 over 2 times the square root of 4. That's 1 over 2 times 2, or 1 over 4. Then if I take the derivative of this, I have to go back and put it in this form anyway. That's going to be minus 1/4 x to the minus 3/4. And I can put this down the bottom, so that's going to be negative 1/4 times x to the 3/2. Okay? If I put 4 in there, that's going to be negative 1 over 4. And 4 to the 3/2, the square root of 4 is 2. 2 cubed is 8. So I've got negative 1 over 32. And then for my third derivative, if I take the derivative of this, that's why it's good in this form, because we can just keep applying the power rule. A negative times a negative is positive. 3 halves times 4. We're multiplying 3 halves times 1/4. So that's going to be 3 over 8. Positive 3 over 8. And the x to the minus 5/2. So we'll rewrite this as 3 over 8 x to the 5/2, and we're going to evaluate that at 4. The square root of 4 is, this is going to be 3 over 8, and the square root of 4 is 2, and 2 to the 5th is 32. And these don't simplify, so I have 3 over 8 times 32 is 256. So those are my 4 derivatives, or 0 derivative, first, second, and third. So this is my general form: f of 4, f prime of 4, f double prime of 4, f triple prime of 4, x minus 4, there's my 0, 1, 2, and 3 factorials. So p of 2, or p sub 0, is just going to be f of 4, which is 2, and that's 1 and 1. Okay, p sub 1, so that always gives you your first term, just whatever that is. So that's, because that's 1 and 1. Okay, p sub 1 is going to be 2 plus, and then f prime of 4 was 1/4, so 1/4, and then the x minus 4 to the first power. Okay, let's get this up so I don't rattle on without giving you kind of anything to see there. All right, and then this is P sub 2. And we have 2, and then x minus 4 over 4, the same thing. And then I've got the 1 over 32. There's the negative 1 over 32. And then x minus 4 over the 2. And we can simplify that because this is part of the answer, so we can simplify that. And that's going to be 2, x minus 4 over 4, and then negative, and then that's going to be 64. And then P sub 3 is 2, this term x minus 4 over 4, and then x minus 4 squared over 64. And then we have the 3 over 256, okay? And then times the x minus 4 cubed over 3 factorial, which is 6. And we can simplify this a little bit. That's the same, that's the same, that's the same, but 3 goes into 6 twice, and 2 times 256 is 512, so this is what you have. Okay. Alrighty, so that's 21. So a little bit more to 21. Nothing really hard, just got to be careful. Don't make any simple little errors.